Hello, mathematicians. Today we are going to be looking at Lesson 2 from Module 1. So this lesson is all about using powers of 10 and exponents. And by the end of the lesson, you should be able to rewrite expressions involving the product of a one-digit number and the power of 10 as a whole number. Okay. So it says 1 bag of playground sand is shown. So then it's 1,000 cubic inches. How many cubic inches of sand are in 10 bags? Use the multiplication to show the number of cubic inches of sand in 10 bags. How many cubic inches of sand is this? So our multiplication problem, so we have 1,000 times 10. That equals 10,000. And we need to make sure we label it. So 10,000 cubic inches. Next it says, how can you write 1,000 as a product using only factors of 10? Explain how you know. Well, so 1,000 equals 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. And we know this because 10 times 10 equals 100, and 100 times 10 equals 1,000. So 10 times 10 times 10 equals 1,000. Then it says, how many factors of 10 are needed to write 1,000 as a product using only factors of 10? Well, we did sorry, I have too many tens up there. We have 1, 2, 3. So 3 factors of 10. Then how many factors of 10 are needed to write 10,000 as a product using only factors of 10? And this would be times 1 more. So it's going to be 4 factors of 10. Over here, it says, you can represent repeated factors using a base and an exponent. The base is the number used as a repeated factor. The exponent is the number that shows how many times the base is used as a factor. So 10 times 10 times 10 equals the third power of 10, or 1,000. The exponent form, 10 to the third power. Word form, the third power of 10. So how can you write the cubic inches of sand in 10 bags in exponent form? Well, we said it was 10,000. So 10,000 is going to equal 10. We said there were 4 factors. It's the power of 4. So then, a power is the number that results from repeatedly multiplying a number by itself. How can you write the number in part D in word form? So how can you write this in word form? Well, if we look over here, they have the third power of 10. So we're going to do something very similar and put the fourth power of 10. And here we have questions. It's for powers of 10. 10 to the first power means 1 factor of 10, or 1 times 10. 10 squared means 2 factors of 10, or 1 times 10 times 10. What do you think 10 to the 0 means? Remember, we have 10 to the 0 power equals 1. So if we're using the same format, 1 times 1. So if a company sells 10 to the 6th power cell phones per week for 7 weeks, the total number of cell phones sold is 7 times the 6th power of 10. How many phones is this written as a whole number? So 7 times 10 to the 0 power equals 7 times 1, which is going to be 7. 7 times 10 to the first power equals 7 times 10, which is going to be 70. 7 times 10 squared equals 7 times 10 times 10, which is going to be 700. We have 7 times 10 cubed equals 7 times 10 times 10 times 10, which is going to equal 7,000. And we have 7 times 10 to the 4th power equals 7 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. It's going to be 70,000. We have 7 times 10 to the 5th power equals 7 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. It's going to be 700,000. Then 7 times 10 to the 6th power equals 7 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. And you're going to get 7 million. So how many phones are sold in 7 weeks? 7 million phones. And here we have the question, what pattern do you see between the number of zeros in the product and the exponent? If we look here, my exponent is 0. There are no zeros here. We have the exponent of 1. There's 1 0. We have the exponent 2, 2 zeros. Exponent 3, 3 zeros, and so on. So the exponent tells us the number of zeros in the product. So that is our lesson for lesson 2. If you have any questions, please refer back to the video and have a good day.